This is a bizarre story, so you're going to want to tune in tonight at 5:40 for the deadliest tree in the world that, yes, grows right here in Florida.
So interesting. So the fruit can kill you. Whether you touch the bark or the leaves, you could get blisters or even go blind. Scott Johnson is the one who went on the hunt for this deadly tree. To find out more about it, he actually found it in a popular tourist location.
I did. It was extremely hard to track down, extremely hard to get anyone who knew where this tree might be. It's called the Manchineel. I spent a few months trying to track down tree experts all across the Sunshine State looking for where this tree is, and I found it. And you know what? The scary part is it's just there in the wild. You wouldn't even know you're on top of it. Then all of a sudden, if you touch the sap, if a leaf breaks, you could be having blisters or burns for weeks. And if you see a fruit on the ground, you might think it's just an apple.
What?
But it's not. It's something that could close off your throat and it could kill you. You probably want to see this story coming up tonight at 5:40. It is a scary situation.
Scott, let me ask, is it in a remote area? Not something that people would just stumble on?
It's hard to find. So historically, over the years, it's been in a populated area. It's been around where people congregate. Most of them have been cut down, but they still exist in some parts of Florida, and you can come up on them. I was talking to people, calling people around. They say, I've heard of it. And these are tree experts, mind you. I've heard of it. I don't know where it is. And then I finally found some people after months of searching, and they say, yeah, I've got a bunch right here. I can show them to you. So we flew, we drove, we finally found this
Hiked.
thing.
Wow, quite the excursion just to find this deadly tree. So it really blends in with the other foliage?
It does. I went there, and when we finally found it, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. This just looks like it's a bush. So you're saying I could just start messing with this thing and burn myself for weeks? They're saying, yes, that absolutely could happen. So it's kind of a warning if you do go to one popular vacation spot to kind of know what you're looking at when you walk around. I never think to look at the bushes or trees. They don't really, it's not something I think about.
Sure.
And then now that I know this thing's out there, I'm like, I probably want to have a little better arboreal sense of what's safe and what's not.
Arboreal.
Do you explain like kind of where it came from and the history of it in your story tonight?
We do get into that. We have some things on News4Jax. We're going to get into a quiz you can take to get some more details, and we're going to have this article up later today on news4jax.com. Everything you want to know about the Manchineel tree is the name of it, which I had never heard of before we started looking into this.
And maybe our viewers can spell it now.
Maybe they can spell it. And one thing that was interesting, I talked to one tree expert who says there's only so many trees on the East Coast, but when you get south of Orlando, that's when stuff starts getting crazy. So we'll get more into that.
All right, so you're going to tell us where
clue.
tonight as well. Thank you so much. So watch his story, The Deadliest Tree in the World, tonight at 5:40, only on News4Jax. Thank you, Scott. Now, also, you did mention the trivia that will air. So before Scott's story airs tonight, News4Jax insiders can take our deadliest tree trivia quiz right now. It is the members update section of your insider profile page. So if you are not a News4Jax insider, the process is easy. Go to news4jax.com/insider. You will sign up with your email. It is free and gets you exclusive access to a lot of stuff, our contests, our local quizzes, giveaways, and also an advanced look at some of those big stories that you will see first here on News4Jax.